to Adidas' original clothing brand and its effect on global marketing due to weather changes.
The company strives for diversity on a global scale, and we're going to be paying close attention to the Caribbean, Europe, and North America.
So to break it down for you, we have analyzed the company based on the marketing 4 Ps, which include product, price, place, and so I'm Gabriella Grande, and I am representing Europe. Hence why I have the jacket, because the climate is obviously different. We offer clothing primarily for winter wear. Our ideal outfits would include sweatpants, hoodies, sweaters, joggers, and prices are a bit higher than North America and the Caribbean. So if you would see a product being sold in Europe for £79, it converts to $109 US. Now, whereas if you would go to North America and buy the same product, it'd be costing you $100 US. So the difference is $9.
As you can see, there's a map of Europe. There are about 50 stores in Europe, and it is concentrated mostly in the UK, Italy, and Belgium. With limited stores in Europe, many customers tend to purchase their Adidas merchandise through the company's website.
Hi, my name is Antonia McDonald and I'm representing Adidas in the Caribbean, preferably the lesser entities. Our products that are being sold in the Caribbean are considered to be costly due to offshore shipping and also the economic stance. For example, if you were to buy a t-shirt that costs $50 in North America, it will be cost at least $8,000 in Jamaica. In terms of promotion, we adapted most of this from North American region. However, in recent years, we have collaborated with some of the Caribbean most popular artists and influencers such as Chronix, Usain Bolt, just to give our clothing wear a more relatable approach in the Caribbean. Because there's not necessarily high demand in our product in the Caribbean, our major physical outlet is located in Puerto Rico, and the rest of our remaining products is sold online.
Kayla, and I'll be representing the North American brand of Adidas. Speaking, throughout the US, we have a lot higher sales than we would versus the Caribbean and Europe. For example, in the US and Canada alone, we have at least 300 to 400 stores generating a lot of our revenue, and we still make a lot of revenue from our online sales. This is largely because of the low cost in customs and duties and tariffs that are located between America and Canada versus sending items out to the Caribbean or out to Europe. It's a little more costly for the company. And I think that's a large part of why they thrive so much on diversity, because as you know, the US and Canada are very diverse populations, and that's where our target market lies in terms of our sales in North America. In terms of pricing, generally speaking, you're going to find a lot of cheaper products in North America versus what you might find in Europe or what you might find in the Caribbean. But in the Caribbean, it varies a bit depending on exactly where you're making the purchase. For example, if you're purchasing Adidas in Barbados, you may just pay maybe double what you would pay in the States, versus if you purchase it in Jamaica, you may pay 3 or 4 times what you may pay in the States. So ultimately, it'll be a lot more money. Versus in Europe, you'll be paying just about a $9 difference between what you would pay in the US. For example, if you had an item for $100 in the US, it'll probably cost about 109 European, and then they will adjust it to their retail pricing to suit. But generally speaking, it would be a lot more cheaper if you're going to make a purchase from Adidas to purchase it in North America, based on the sales. Promotion-wise, we have to be a lot more flexible than we do in some other parts of the world, because the United States has a complete 4 seasons throughout the year. From winter, fall, spring, and summer, we have to cater to each season separately. Generally speaking, when we're catering towards the winter season, we'll provide a lot of outerwear, a lot of winter jackets, hoodies, and sweaters, in addition to some joggers. Versus in the summertime, we'll provide a lot more athletic wear, such as t-shirts, leggings, tank tops for sporting events, and different things like that. We also sponsor a couple schools and different sporting events. Some track teams will be sponsored by Adidas as well, and we will provide them with suitable summer clothing that can keep them active and still sufficiently cool while they're doing their athletics.
As indicated on this map, Adidas has maintained a large presence in the North American region, with more than 1,000 outlets, stores, and retailers across the states. Adidas sales in North America jumped 13% in the last quarter of 2017, showing that the region is a region of strength and profit for Adidas. The company noted that the 19% of their net sales are driven through online sales in the North American region. So how does Adidas maintain its distribution strategy and get its products around everywhere across the globe? Well, basically, Adidas has realized that trends are quickly changing and that the consumer environment has become extremely dynamic. As a result, they focus on anticipating these changes and responding to them as quickly as possible. They have aligned their sales with a distribution strategy enabled to propel a heightened consumer-centric omni-channel mindset. That is, they were pushing their omni-channel and they're hoping that their customers will purchase largely online.